What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we are going to do a fantasy draft with the Boston Celtics, because why wouldn't we? For those who don't know what a fantasy draft is, it's basically everybody in the NBA gets thrown into a pool, and we owners pick and choose who we want, and doesn't matter what team they were, they're now on your team. So really everything gets reset. So basically what I did is I set up a fantasy draft. I don't know what order we're picking. I don't know what number I have, but we are going to go through, and I have set up that the draft picks that have been traded previously are now back to their original owners. So we have everything we need to set up the best chance to win a championship. So we're going to do 3 seasons of this and see if we can win. But not only that, a couple weeks ago I set up a poll for you guys to choose who I'm going to build a team around, and the eventual winner ended up being Jalen Duren. So we are going to use him. He has to be my first pick of the fantasy draft, and we will build around him. Hopefully that second pick is going to be crucial, so hopefully that second pick is a good one. So without anything else, let's get into the video. So like I said, we are using the Boston Celtics, my home team. I love them. They are my favorite. I'm really pulling for them for tonight's game against the Sixers, but looking tough, I'm not going to lie. So we'll go with the Celtics. We will run it, and like I said, Jalen Duren has to be my first pick. I have no clue what the draft order is, and right off the bat, Doncic and Antetokounmpo go right off the board. Looks like we have the 8th pick, and we're doing this in serpentine order, basically meaning that we have an 8th pick, but the next pick is going to be a lot lower, which kind of hurts. But we're going to go ahead, and like I said, I have to pick up Jalen Duren, who is a center, so let's real quickly find him. Our boy, 18-year-old Jalen Duren. He's about to carry us to the promised land. Now we're going to sim to the next pick. Chris Middleton's always clutch. I like Chris Middleton. I think I'm going to go with Chris Middleton. Next pick, we are going to go with, we'll go with Jamal Murray. I like Marcus Smart as our next pick, honestly. Dinwiddie wouldn't hurt, but I think Marcus Smart would be better for us. We need a good power forward, and the best power forward out there right now is Al Horford. I'm not really looking to do that. I could hypothetically move Jalen Duren to power forward and then have one of these dudes, which I think is going to be the case. And with that, I'm going to take Zubac. I'm going to make a mistake here, take Zubac. Derek White, I like Derek White a lot. I think the play is to stay in the 80s, because that's an extra point. I can trade some of these guys too. So I think honestly I don't know. I'm gonna pick up Mike Conley. No, he's too expensive. We're going with Derek White. I think I want Isaac. Good defender, good good rebounder. Inside defense is good. I think we're gonna take Isaac, Jonathan Isaac. We got Bogdan still up there. He's a good 3-point shooter coming off the bench. He's a little expensive, but also looking at who's left. Big guys kind of rule this game, but I think I'm gonna pick up Bogdan. Olynyk is still out there, so I could hypothetically pick up Olynyk and get a big dude, because we're getting down to the less skilled players, we'll call it. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pick up Kelly Olynyk. Powell is not a bad player, and he's on 1 year. I think he is someone that I could re-sign, and he would do okay for us. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Dwight Powell. Now we're into the basically looking for trade assets, somebody who's not gonna need a whole lot of money. But let's go ahead and grab JaVale McGee for 2 years. Ride the bench. Yeah, that's what we'll do. With the 12th pick of our fantasy draft, we are going to grab... I want to get D-Rose his ring. He's getting a lot of money, but it's only for a year. We're going to pick up Pat Connaughton. He's a good 3-point shooter. He's on a really good contract for 4 years, so we don't really have to worry about him much. And that pick is going to be, bring Jeff Green back to the Celtics. where he helped us do good things. So right off the bat, let's check out our team. Obviously, starting we'll have Jamal Murray. I'd like to have Smart starting. I think we're a pretty well-rounded team, to be honest. But we got Jamal Murray, Marcus Smart, Derrick Rose, Derek White, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Chris Middleton, Jonathan Isaac, Pat Connaughton, Kelly Olynyk, Jeff Green, and then we have Ivanka Zubac, and we have Jalen Duren, who, like I said, he is our guy. I'm gonna look to see if he would be better at power forward, but I don't have high hopes. Dwight Powell and JaVale McGee. So the only person that cannot be traded off of this team is Jalen Duren, because like I said, he is the dude for the future. So I looked, and Jalen Duren does not want to play power forward. So he is going to be coming off the bench. He'll be our sixth man. But I did end up moving Marcus Smart to shooting guard. He was one full overall better. And I moved Derek White to point guard, backup point guard, because he was also one overall better. So those were the moves that ended up being made. So we'll end up with Jamal Murray, Marcus Smart, Chris Middleton, and then Zubac, and probably Olynyk, as much as I'd like to have Duren start. But that's what we'll end up with. So we're gonna sim to January, or we'll sim to the new year and see how we're doing, see if I have to make any trades, see what trades we might get offered. But we're gonna sim to the new year and see how things go. So looking at us right now, we're 21-15. Not the best, definitely not the worst, I can tell you that much. We are fourth in the East. The Pacers, who have James Harden, Larry Marketing, Jalen Smith, Rudy Gobert, like solid. Tyler Hero, Miles Bridges. I'm not too scared of them. LaMelo Ball is on the Heat with Brandon Ingram, Christian Wood. That's a solid group. I can see them doing pretty well. But anyways, we are fourth in the East. There were a couple of trades that I thought maybe about, but I'm nothing really too special. Right now, Jamal Murray's hurt, so that's a little tough, but I think I'm going to try to make a couple of small moves, counter moves, see what we can get out of a couple of these dudes. Alright, so I made 3 trades here. The first one being I sent Jonathan Isaac and JaVale McGee out for Aaron Gordon. I felt like we needed more power forward presence at our power forward starter, and Kelly Olynyk was just not doing it. And we got a second rounder back for him, or with him. Yeah, you know, it is a second rounder, but also at the same time, that could be packaged. You never know. And then I think I got fleeced here because I was like, all right, we have Aaron Gordon, now I got to trade out Kelly Olynyk. So I sent Kelly Olynyk, Derrick Rose, and a first rounder with Pat Connaughton, and a second rounder for this year with a trade exception for Steven Adams, Mike Conley. Mike Conley's getting old and he gets paid a lot for a top 5 protected year 2025 first rounder pick. From the Bucks. Not bad, but again, I don't know if I love it. But also, we're not going to be here in 2027, so like, you never know. And then I was like, all right, one more, because I want to make sure that Duren gets his playing time, so I sent Zubac and Bogdanovic and our 2025 first rounder, top 5 protected, from the Celtics, and a second rounder to the Bucks for Andrew Wiggins and Najee Marshall. I again wanted to get more time, and Andrew Wiggins is a solid player, so I think he could do well coming off the bench or even taking over for Chris Middleton. We shall see. But his contract is longer too, so he's going to be here for a while. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sim to the trade deadline, see how things go, see if we got any all-stars. But hopefully we do pretty well for the rest of it. We started off pretty weak, and then, then Jamal Murray got hurt. So we're going to hope he gets healthy and comes back strong. tough way to come into the trade deadline. We are 28-25, so we're not doing the greatest, but we are. We got a trade offer that I passed up on, and I probably shouldn't have, but I did. So it was Drew Holiday and a rookie for Jamal Murray and Jeff Green. Rookie and Jeff Green were the same overalls, but Jamal Murray was 3 lower than Drew Holiday, which is tough. But we're here. I'm gonna ride it out with Jamal Murray. I'm hoping that he can turn it around. Since we're here, I guess I will re-sign Dwight Powell. He's gonna be a little cheaper. I'll give him 2 years. That'll end up giving us the rest of this video. So he's gonna be back with the Celtics. But it says Chris Middleton wants to test free agency, but we do have bird years, so we can go over the salary cap with him. So good on you for testing it. You are getting a little older, so maybe that'll give us a chance to get out from underneath the contract. We ended up picking up Forbes because we needed to fill out our roster a little bit. We only had 14, we needed 15. Other than that, nothing super crazy to talk about other than our boy ended up getting a right ankle break. So he's been out for a little bit, so it's a little tough. We haven't really had much of a center situation. So we're hoping that he heals real quick, but he's out for 2 months max. So it'll be a bit. So I don't have a whole lot of high hopes between our injuries and just who we have on the bench. I think I made one too many trades, and that tends to be my problem with these videos, but it's okay. So let's check out who we have potentially for All-Stars, if we have anybody. We have Chris Middleton on one team, and that's it. So Chris Middleton gets our only All-Star nod for the All-Star game. Sweet. Congrats, Chris Middleton. Jalen Duren was in the Rookie of the Year conversation. And that's about it. So let's sim the rest of the season. James Harden gets MVP with the Pacers. That looks weird. Paulo Banchero with the Pistons gets Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons gets Sixth Man of the Year in New York. Giannis gets Defensive Player of the Year for Philly. Jonathan Kuminga in Cleveland gets Most Improved, and Steve Kerr is Coach of the Year. I don't have a whole lot of faith, guys. I don't think we made the playoffs. We do not have anybody in the all NBA teams. Jalen Duren, who is still hurt for a couple more weeks, is the only all NBA, all rookie, all defensive person we got, and he made the second all rookie team. We did not make the playoffs this year. We were in 12th place. Oh man, that stinks. We were too many games back from Detroit. I think injuries killed us. I think that was the biggest thing, with Jamal getting hurt early, Steven Adams getting hurt, and then also our guy Jalen Duren and Dwight Powell also getting hurt. Like we just were not set up to succeed, which stinks because this team is definitely good enough to go a long way in the playoffs. But looks like we're gonna have to sim the playoffs, and we'll see you in the offseason. Somehow, even with a fantasy draft, the Golden State Warriors win the NBA championship. And that, just to add insult to injury, Jason Tatum gets MVP of the NBA Finals. So we have the ninth best odds for getting the top pick. I don't think that we'll get it. We'll probably sit at 9 and stay there, but I'm going to quick skip the lottery and hope that we are in the top 3. We are not, and of course the 76ers get it. We are in the top 4 though, so that could be helpful. We have the top 4 pick, and I probably, honestly, am going to package another couple picks and try to get the number 1 pick for this pick. I decided not to go and make any trades. I think I'm going to just run with it. I know Wembanyama is going off the board quick, but top 4 is not a bad pick, and you never know what you're going to get for trade offers with this, so I think I'm going to stick with the top 4 and see, or the 4th pick and see what we get. We are on the board. Let's look at the potential potential trade offers here for this pick. We could get Grady Dick, but we'd have to give up Derek White. Only 3 offers. That's surprising to me, honestly. I kind of expected a little more offers here. I think I might have to take this pick, or take this trade. I don't love it, but I don't want to really give up Derek White. But like, not seeing a whole lot of other options here. We're going to take this pick. We're going to pick up Grady Dick and Tyus Jones for Derek White and the 4th pick overall. So most of our core is still here. We've still got, Jamal Murray, still got Marcus Smart, still got Chris Middleton and Andrew Wiggins, Gordon and Adams. All of us are pretty much still here. We got Duren around still. I think my goal is to just fill it out. We've got, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need 4 more people. So this is what the roster looks like. Like I said, I wasn't going to sign a whole lot of people. Only needed 4, and with our salary cap, I couldn't sign anybody amazing or crazy. So we got Jamal Murray, Mike Conley, Tyus Jones, Marcus Smart, Grady Dick. I think Grady Dick's going to do really well this season. I'm hoping. We got Chris Middleton, Andrew Wiggins, and Najee Marshall, Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, and then we loaded up on centers, hoping that one of them would be good to drop down. I'm hoping Montrezl Harrell is a good one to drop into a power forward spot, but Jalen Duren's about to take the reins as the starting power forward or starting center. Then we got Steven Adams, Montrezl Harrell, Dwight Powell, and Mike Muscala. So we'll see what we do. We are gonna sim to the new year and see how we look, and then we'll see what trades we can do. Okay, so I made a trade while we were off simming through. I got a good one. I think you may not like it, but I think it was a good one. I traded Chris Middleton for Klay Thompson and a 2nd rounder. Now I know Klay is a year older, but he also was shooting better, had more points per game. His assist was down, so we'll see how it turns out. But I gotta check real quick and see what our what our boys are doing, and then we will see if we need to make trades or not. So our bench is definitely not producing, so we're going to be making a trade or two. The first person I'd like to see go, and I hate to do it, is Marcus Smart, hopefully to bring back another shooting guard. Alright, so a couple moves. Funnily enough, we picked up Benedict Mathurin anyways. He was one of the other guys on the poll that I spoke about earlier that we could have used to build a team around. But we got him anyway. So him and Kyle Lowry are coming to us for Marcus Smart, Mike Conley, and Mike Muscala. Figured Mike Conley is a good person to get off the books because he was expensive and not doing a whole lot. And then I sent Steven Adams away with Tyus Jones and a 2nd rounder for Precious Achiuwa and Bogdanovic. I think that Precious will be a good addition off of the bench, and hopefully bring in a lot of rebounds for us that we need so that we can have our shooters shoot. So we're going to go ahead and sim to the trade deadline and see how we do. We're here. We are at 35 and 20, or 30 and 25, so not even as good as I was gonna give us hope for. But with that, we're 4th in the East. I don't know if that says that we're doing good or if that means that the East is just weak. They're playing Victor Wembanyama at, holy cow, how did they pull that off? They've got Giannis, Victor, Anthony Simmons, Jared Allen, Jonathan Isaac. There's no friggin' way that these guys don't win a championship. Yikes, that's tough. So yeah, we're 4th. I don't think I'm gonna make any trades at this point. I think overall we're doing okay. But I think we're gonna run it. We're gonna run with what we got. Grady Dick's doing really well. Let's check for our All-Stars, see if we have anybody on the team. Victor Wembanyama, of course, makes it his first year. That's so frustrating. And we have no All-Stars on this team, which not great. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I guess we're gonna run it down to the end of the season and see what we can do and hope that we can make a run in the playoffs. I'm not confident we're gonna win a chip. It sucks, but I'm worried. Luka Doncic gets his MVP for the Blazers. Victor unfortunately beats out Grady Dick and gets the Rookie of the Year up in Philly, or down in Philly. Fred VanVleet gets Sixth Man of the Year. Anthony Davis in Phoenix gets the Defensive Player of the Year. And Chris Duarte gets Most Improved Player, with Carl Stewart getting Coach of the Year. We do have Grady Dick, who is still hurt. What is up with our guys getting injured with a broken right leg? He's done. He's basically checked out. That's tough. So we ended up with the 3rd seed, which keeps us away from Philly, which could end up being a good thing for us. Maybe Miami will do some upsetting like they did in the real playoffs. We're gonna sim the play-in, and we have Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's check out their roster. Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, Johnny Davis, Jonathan Kuminga, Miles Turner. I think we can do well. Cam Whitmore, we like him. Scotty Barnes. I think we can compete. I'm worried with our injuries, what that'll look like, because we have both of our shooting guards are not doing great. Wiggins has taken over. I mean, I don't know. We're about to find out. So we're gonna simcast and we'll see how this goes. All right, Celtics take game 1 pretty commandingly. We like that. Take game 2. We like it. Good job, Celtics. Really back and forth game, but we ended up pulling this one out, so we're up 3-0. No closing that one out. That was straight up blowout by the Cleveland Cavaliers. But we did close it out in game 5 on our home court. Gentleman's sweep. Good job, Cleveland. Congratulations for making the playoffs. Philly closes it out pretty quickly, and we will see who we got. So we ended up getting the upset down in New York and Toronto. Toronto lost to New York in 7. So we have New York. Let's see what they got. They got Chris Paul, Grayson Allen, Chris Middleton, the trade that we made, John Collins, they're big, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, which they played together, remember. Maybe there's some tension there. Who knows? Their bench is kind of weak. I won't lie. Their bench is kind of weak. Let's see. Is our guy back? Benedict? It looks like he is back healthy and ready to go. But still, our rookie is still down for the count. At least for a couple of days. He probably will come back this series. So let's get into Simcast. Okay, so they smacked us. The 7 seed Knicks just destroyed us. There we go. We came back out to game 2, so we're 1-1 right now. Embiid's carrying them. Very close in the end. Big time back and forth game. This whole game has been back and forth, but we pull out game 4, so we were tied 2-2. So this is oh my goodness! Look at Miami doing some work. They upset Philly in a sweep. Dang! All right, now it's just our chance. We just got to get into the conference finals, and we have a good chance to fight for it. So let's go. Let's take out the Knicks. We're at home. It is all over. The Celtics were eliminated. That is so frustrating because I think we could beat Miami, but let's sim out the rest of the playoffs. Miami gets the win over the... Oh, LaMelo Ball gets the MVP. Nicely done. Over the Rockets, who have... Who does the Rockets have? The Rockets have LeBron James as their guy. And Miami has LaMelo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Yeah, they were a solid team. Other than Atlanta, they swept through the playoffs, or through the Eastern Conference. That's a tough loss for us, but we're going to come back. We're going to hopefully be a little stronger. We have the 22nd pick in this year's draft. Not sure what we're going to do with it, but we're going to try to figure something out. We're going to sim right to my pick. I don't see us really getting a top 5 pick, so let's go ahead and see what we can get down in the 22nd spot. We have 13 trade offers though, so that's pretty cool. We've got to make this trade. I don't think that we would be smart if we didn't take Van Fleet. I mean, he's 30 years old. He's on 1 year. He definitely did better last year than Bogdan did. So I think this is a good trade for us. And then let's sim to the end of the season, or end of the draft. And I am going to try to make a couple of moves here. Okay, we're in year 3. Let's check out what we got for a roster. We got Jamal Murray. We've got Van Fleet, which is an interesting concept to have Van Fleet after Jamal Murray, but I think it'll be a good thing to have off the bench. Then we loaded up on guards here. We got Ben Mathurin, Grady Dick, Luke Kennard, Austin Rivers, and Terrence Ross. I'm going to be looking to get some of them to go down to small forward or maybe up to point guard, but I doubt it. Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, and Simeon Fonchetto, I think is how you say his name, at small forward. We got Aaron Gordon, Precious Achiuwa at power forward, Jalen Duren, Montrezl Harrell, and Dwight Powell at center. So let's see. We'll see how we do. And we're gonna sim again to the new year. This is our best start since the beginning. We've got 23-11 is our overall record. I did make a trade while we were simming for Anthony Simmons for Andrew Wiggins. I believe that that's a good move with Anthony getting hurt apparently. He was putting up 23 a game when I got him, and I think that was a good pickup with Klay aging, and Wiggins didn't really want to be here anyway, so I think we're overall doing better. Stinks that we do have some injuries, I'm assuming. Yeah, Anthony's dislocated patella, so he's probably done. So that was a sucky trade. That sucks. I'm a little upset, I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. I am gonna keep simming to the trade deadline. We're doing well, so I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so we were doing really well. I'm assuming somebody probably got hurt, honestly. Anthony's still hurt. He's out for another 2 months max. Duren got hurt. That's a big hit because he's our best center. And but I did make another trade. I made another trade. I ended up trading away. Let's see if we can find it real quick. I traded away Aaron Gordon for John Collins, and I gave up a second rounder too. John Collins just was doing better rebounding wise and points per game. Aaron Gordon, love Aaron Gordon a lot, but I think he was just, it was time for the trade to happen. I'm a little bummed out now that we're losing some. We are going to check to see what kind of all-star we have, if we have any. Jalen Duren, yeah, our boy, he got an all-star nod. We love that. But I think he might be the only one. Yep. And unfortunately, he's hurt. So that sucks. So we're going to go ahead and sim the rest of the season. Hopefully we make the playoffs. Hopefully he comes back healthy and ready to go. And that way we can work on making it to the NBA Finals at least. I'm hoping for a full-on championship in this final season, but we'll see. All right, Luka gets his second MVP. We've got Liz, this guy met us, got his Rookie of the Year. Damian Lillard, 6th Man of the Year. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year, now in Denver. And then Derek Lively, Most Improved. Greg Popovich, wherever he is, a great record, 61-21. I would guess probably in Philly with my luck. Greg Popovich gets Coach of the Year. So we ended up getting the 5th seed. Again, we were hurt a lot of the season, which sucks. But we're playing the Raptors. Let's go ahead and simcast these games. Couldn't pull it out in the end, so they got game 1. We take game 2 on the road. They take home court advantage right back by taking game 3 on the road. They take game 4, so we are down in a hole 3-1. And the Celtics have been eliminated for what started out as a great season, has ended in a very disappointing way. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed it. It's hard to believe to me that we didn't win a championship with those guys, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, the injury bug got to us. The fact that there was a couple of trades that I probably shouldn't have made, but I did because I got a little trade hungry. It is okay. We're still searching for that first championship on this channel. It will happen soon. We were close today. I felt it. I felt the closeness here. So keep watching because it will happen. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe because it helps me out and I surely appreciate it. And have a great rest of your night. Peace.